a couple of smokes.
Yeah, good bit of utility here.
And a PT-50 for tabseN with the armor as well, heading towards the B side of the map. And the 7 guns, which is becoming very meta, I have to say. 2 dual elites.
It's very rare not to see a pistol round with without a couple of dual Berettas in there, right?
It's really getting there. So we've got some set smokes here. You can see them dropping it to try and get in the exact spot.
This is Grim taking the first fight, trying to be aggressive through cave. For the exit of Jaguar, and it's actually Fang that opens things up with the 1v1 fight going his way in middle. And Grim, tries to let loose with the dual Berettas, but ends up getting taken down by k1to.
Well, we'll take a pause, a chance to catch their breath. Still outside the B bomb site. It looks like they will finish up there, still have the majority of the utility. CT's trying to react, claiming territory towards cave. JT given the difficult responsibility of fending off the B ramp here. Smoke's coming in towards short. First shot's fired. No damage really inflicted. JT has to reload.
Well, Hyped has got some ground. Floppy has kicked things off. Another kill for Complexity coming in because Fang is standing strong inside of the site. 2 from him, and now all down to Krimbo. And he has won a couple of clutches in his time. 50 seconds to do it. Bomb not on his back. He doesn't have a whole lot of info here. He's trying to figure it out, trying to piece together what he can.
Yeah, looking towards the back tracks right now. Hoping to bring this down to a 1 versus 1 if possible. Upgrades to a USP at least. Bomb down in a pretty compromised position at the top of the B ramp, and time is of the essence. 33 seconds here. CT's allowing him to pick up the bomb and potentially plant Dinko. So
yeah, they don't know. He could have the bomb right now and be off to A right now for them, for all they know on the CT side. So Krimbo is just taking his time, needs to pick up that bomb eventually, but now there's no other option. He must commit to this B site.
Oh, the Molotov changes everything. That's a guaranteed plant now. So he actually has upped his chances here. They can't deny the plant. Krimbo has a chance to reposition.
Yeah, the reposition is the question, and Krimbo straight away to the first headshot. Now just hallzerk left, and Krimbo makes it look easy.
Ice cold from Krimbo. 3 frags found at a massive 2 versus 1, slowing it right down. It's the tonal, right? And you're going to answer back with the force buy from the North Americans. MP9s pretty much across the board, 3 of those, and they'll be pushing towards cave. Floppy in front of the flames, has to fight now, fully committed, caught with the nade, out! We'll find that first frag, make it a double. A great response here from Complexity. They've got a 5-on-3. Still anyone's round, and Krimbo trying to salvage.
Yeah, well, they're moving through towards A. There is quite a passive setup employed here from Complexity. Fang's going to be back in the temple brain. The Krimbo doesn't see him, but it's another kill for Complexity. And Fang's going to upgrade into the AK, and as soon as he gets that in his hands, you will not see him miss that kill. k1to tries to rattle back, but it's just 1 pick, and Complexity, 4 plays stay up. What a response after losing the pistol.
They managed to get a kill from it, but that's about it. No plant. Some concessions, not absolutely everything they need, but a very competitive round as Complexity start to build their reserves. Fang with almost $8,000 going into round number 5. So here's that mid-battle. And the bomb's actually making his way towards A. Very active play from Floppy. It's investigating the B lane and confirming that's clear. But this is a contact setup.
Well, hallzerk's seen everybody coming in towards the A side already, so they're going to hit the panic button. The rotations will start to come through, but the smokes are up already for big. They should be getting plant, no issues here. Hyped has taken some damage, but here he goes, planting the bomb. There's a 5 versus 5 post plant.
Well, it's looking quite good for big. Complexity won't set up for this at all. They were leaning towards middle, so through the ruins they have to go, smoking off towards A main, and k1to in a prime spot to find a couple of frags. Do they even want to go for this one? Well, that great shot to open things up. Can't find the double, but does get the dink on k1to.
That is so close to just absolutely decimating them, but k1to is still alive and kicking, and that's a big factor here. tabseN at least getting 1, but it's all on Favn suddenly. Complexity getting all the kills. JT on the defuse, Favn not peeking. They're just going to hold it, and he's close, but no cigar this time. It's Complexity with the retake, and it's a 4-1 scoreline. Feeling just so good right now, and everybody's so happy. And last year it was complete opposite, right? They felt like they couldn't win a map, they couldn't do anything right. It's a complete turnaround coming into this year, and confidence is a big factor. I think the whole storyline around Katowice is about belief.
Big miss.
And hallzerk is going to miss. Hyped will not, though, and that's a great opening here for Big as they go in towards the A site.
Wow, a real opportunity here for Big to post their first round since the pistol. 5 in a row for Complexity. Another huge advantage. This time a 5-on-4. Krimbo with the CT spawn control.
So
should be guaranteed frags here. He doesn't know it. One more step and he's got a freebie.
This at all.
They're just not aware. They're not thinking about it. JT just has a nade in hand. Krimbo isn't forcing the issue, but he's just going to stand open to CT, and that's going to be an easy kill for the AWP. Now Krimbo activates, takes out Floppy, and that's it. Second round for Big. Kind of a weird one from Complexity.
Yeah, it all stems off that missed AWP shot. I think it would be a very different round. They wouldn't be so happy to commit if they had found that first kill, but there we have it. It's going to be Big making their way towards the A bomb site with nothing too flashy.
You think that was because it was dry, right? They didn't really do a whole lot when they peeked out there. There's not so many tells. You don't get the sound of the donut smoke bouncing off the wall above. You don't see the procession of flashes. They kind of just appear. And, you know, that's one of the things. When you're sitting holding an angle...
No CT presence there to speak of, actually. They've actually got that cave control once again. That's Floppy and JT. hallzerk and Fang holding the
But this is good. This is going to be for the mid to B here. So this is the pressure, but Fang being forward is going to negate all of this.
Well, hallzerk's just going to keep pressing. Oh, and he's going to get forced into the AWP of Hyped, who just grabs that opening for Big.
But Fang's still here, so if they think they have mid control, they don't really have it. Sure, Keto's in Donut, the rest of them congregating now towards main. Faven is the late piece of this. Oh, and Fang has actually dropped back here, so Complexity are in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, Grim's got the scope between two angles right now, so he's going to be under a lot of pressure. He's going to be spread way too thin. And here comes the flashes. Big have found some success towards this A site. They don't want to go just yet. Smoked off in Donut for the time being and still 40-odd seconds to play with. Here comes Floppy, pushing up through the B lane. Faven is holding. Patient for this kind of move, and Floppy
Big
still
shot.
beats him in the fight.
That's huge. What a reaction that is. They pull it back to a 4-on-4. Now Grim, more defensive line, getting information, spots a couple now. Hyped has been finding the kills, so they need to be very careful against this AWP as they start to commit towards the A side. Good shot from Grim.
Yeah, great shot. He's under quite a bit of pressure though, and he only gets a small chance and he takes it. Back into the advantage here, Complexity, but there is some space to play with. Big will put that bomb down. We'll have to see Complexity run a retake.
Do have a smoke here. Lots of kits and a couple of flashes. Krimbo's the action man in this situation.
There they go. They can't get caught in the CT peek again.
Oh,
Krimbo
no.
set up, had a chance to bring down at least one, but comes away with nothing. And now it's Hyped having to step up from Donut. The new kid on the block gets two and gives Keto a chance. A 1 versus 2 for him. The bomb is planted for Donut. There's only a flash left now for Complexity, but they're going for the wide defuse, body blocking it, and they're just sticking it. Going around, Keto can't get it done. The defuse just about comes through.
The skybox as well.
That
so that's
doesn't help
unfortunate.
either.
No, not ideal.
Yeah,
but,
there's been a couple of those.
So some missed utility on your own map choice.
And to be fair,
You don't-
hallzerk had
you don't
about
love
5
to see
seconds to
that.
get that first kill with the FAMAS. They didn't punish him for it at all. He ended up getting 1.5 frags.
Yeah,
Like,
this T side doesn't feel like it's a big map pick. It doesn't
Exactly,
feel
that's
as
what
well
I'm feeling.
prepped as we're used to seeing Big. You're
Yeah.
not coming in with the same perfect executes. And if you don't have that, well, I favor Complexity.
Wait, hold on. We've been talking this whole time, and they're about to walk into the B bomb site for free.
Maybe it's about to work, Chad. Maybe it all comes to fruition now. But here they come. 13 seconds. They've got the gap here. The AWP's looking for the angle, but it's a missed shot. Faven has to hit it. And now they go and commit to the plant. Hyped getting deep. He's going forward. The AWP gets one more, but it's all on Krimbo. He's had a couple of clutches, but let's see if he'll get one here. A 1 versus 3. Stands on the pillar. Smoke out to the right side for him to possibly play with. He can drop back if he wants, but he's worried about exposing himself. And now he gets that first fight, and hallzerk's going to win it. Complexity come back in.
A good plant, though, you would say. It's going to help them out finances even more. There'll be definitely another buy, even 2 for some people available with where the loss bonus is at after they purchase here. So,
It probably goes to Big.
well, their money can be broken here, right? So if Big win 1 round, 6 still on the table. 6 is very much still a possibility here. So Knife's Edge Counter-Strike for Complexity.
Deep util being sent in towards A main.
well, this
they-
looks to be
they
more like
baited
a default at least. Nothing too
But they have
obvious.
been doing this for a bit, Henry, and then they just kind of all slink back towards A with pretty much everyone. Faven spotted a gap though, side of the smoke, and still loses it. There's been too many of those fights, and 1 HP left for JT. Oh, Grim on 1 too. What is happening? Finally, they get rid of him. 2 players down to 1 HP in the blink of an eye.
But this is an important round. If they lose this, they lose everything.
Well, they've taken the A side over yet again. Big in here with numbers. And Keto this time, he's in cutout in middle. He can watch Donut. It's Tabson's advanced position in Temple that could be a big piece in this puzzle. He's got Hype to play with him. He should have pulled the distraction. Tabson looks to activate and unfortunately will fall to the 1 HP of JT.
This is just coming down to the duels time and time again, and once more Big flounder. They're doing a lot of damage though. Floppy down to 17 points of health, but the CT still fancier. Majority of the firepower in towards CT spawn, and Keto is coming in thick and fast.
He's the most important player here. Krimbo holding the site, gets himself just 1. Keto starts to activate. It's now only Keto left, so they're going to be focusing on him.
Smoke on the bomb.
Smoke onto the bomb. JT
Low
gets
HP,
onto
low
it.
HP.
1 HP. Keto gets him off the defuse. Flying straight back onto it. Keto going forward into the site. The top. Oh, he's done it. He's just stuck the defuse inside of the smoke. And
So a smoke for long and short, Molotov for cave. We'll see if that's the case and whether they want to split or just commit towards the B ramp itself.
That's fast.
Keto, he's going to be held behind utility, setting up Fathom for the double on the Julies. He'll go again, and finally, he'll be punished. So his work will be certainly felt in this round as the shots just whiz through the smoke. Keto connects another one, and Big are looking very good. They haven't seen any of their opponents, it feels like. Another shot from tabseN right through the smoke. Just JT left. He'll hide in the cave, but here they come. Easy headshot for Keto.
That's both pistols here, and remember the first pistol in half number one, Krimbo had to win a 1-on-3.
So, early man advantage here for Big. Plenty of the round to be played, and we're leaning towards the A bomb site here. Fang and JT peeling off from middle. We'll go join their comrades in towards the A tunnels, and hallzerk with a bomb on his back. CT though, pretty well established for this one. We've got Krimbo up close on the boost. We have hyped AWP with the rifle this time. He'll be in towards Donut, then tabseN watching the flanks in towards spawn. So, lovely setup for A. Krimbo can get one and drop off. That will be the plan. And a way for supporting utility to come in from spawn.
Yeah, the question is, how do you lose this one, right? With 50 seconds left, JT finding absolutely nothing. They're creeping in now. One spotted. Maybe this is how you lose the round.
Yeah. They actually have no utility on the CT side or kits.
Well,
they have one incendiary left.
Let's see what tabseN can do about this. What say does he have? 35 seconds. Not seeing much. They've used the boost, and just as Floppy stepped into his crosshair, tabseN looks away, but he activates, he gets one, and that's the bomb loose. Floppy and Fine battling back.
They can plant.
And they can get that bomb down into the 2 versus 2. A little bit util as well here for JT.
Running out of time now. Needs to punch the digits in.
Smoking off CT spawn, separating the information flow of Keto, actually putting him in a difficult spot. He has to reposition now back through Temple, and that's going to separate the 2 CTs. And they've actually just walked out. Fine catches Fav, and it's all on Keto. He'll come back in, no utility, no kit on his back, but he's got the first kill. And now it's down to the low HP of Fang, who's stuck on the default boxes. Keto has to know where his last whereabouts were, but he's wondering, could he have got towards CT? Or is he still around here? And Keto wins the fight. You can see Fang frustrated about dropping that one for complexity.
2 of the 7 rounds that they've won so far have been decent clutches. Keto, that wasn't an easy one to handle there, considering the circumstances, and again, returning to that Krimbo pistol round. So,
Floppy's been lights out so far. He's going to continue to move forward up the B ramp. He spotted out his next victim, and Fallon's not long for the world. Floppy got second as well. Like, he just swung out to the left side and picked up the second player. hallzerk chimes in, and Complexity have just forced their way into the advantageous position. And I thought Floppy was about to shoot that.
If he does pull the trigger, there's a kill for him. tabseN lies in wait, hoping that Krimbo can do something with this situation, but that's a massive kill, leaving just Krimbo remaining here. hallzerk finds a 2 versus 1. And there's going to be a very difficult tall order for Krimbo. He has got the incendiary. He's floating towards the cave. There's something to be said about it.
Another one down 2 right in front of him, so he's going to pick that up. Throws one out. He's got a second here to play with, and that can allow him to cross on over to safety.
He might win this.
Oh, he could actually pick this round up again. He taps, he thinks about the B ramp. The time is starting to tick, and now they come swinging out into him, and no scope from hallzerk. And Complexity just biding their time. Help behind the smoke for the moment, but they are about to pop in. And this is going to cause some problems for Fav.
What is this?
He's going to throw smoke out, but it's going to come out a little bit too late. Fav needs to hold, and he's just manning one. Floppy can't get the double up, but Fine will help him. The double F combo completely F big up. And now they're into the site. The bomb goes down, and hallzerk aggressive. Well, this could work, and it does. A double for hallzerk, and Keto alone.
That was lovely.
He is the caveman. He's discovering some fire. And it's right in front of him. And hallzerk with the 9 goal misses the shot. But it's just a matter of time before this one topples in favor of Complexity. It goes out, a good headshot on Fang. Bomb is planted for 2 players here. And Keto's trying to force the fight, and none of them are biting. And there's the chances now slipping away from him.
Referee's called it.
Now throwing the towel, 16-8 coming in. Complexity pick up the first map. They take away Big's map pick, and they are looking good to start off Group B.
He's going to be getting a lot of information. That P250, though, is going to have to be utilized at range. Floppy down the ramp, and it's Krimbo. You spoke his name. He is the first to fill the feed. A quick tap, one to the back. Keto good for the second. It's Grim that keeps things, albeit a little interesting. They have ramp if they can... fight off JT. Gets awkward now. Yeah, Fang. Oh, that's lovely. Another from the P250. Fang sinks his teeth in, but the bomb dropped out in the open. Hype left fighting for it.
This is a 1v3 turned 1-on-1 now after that blinder connects. Fang's just been deleted and hyped. One man still to beat, but he can't get past JT. I also think the reason why the big changes are so cool is that big do academy teams right. You know, there's a couple of orgs that really nail it down. Mouse is like another obvious one. But big do it right, man. They would always have those guys playing in the big like house. They would all be together. So they're used to this like studio environment. These guys on the big side of things who've come up from that, you know, academy squad. Tabson could be about to ruin the round. Floppy regains a bit of control. They don't know about Faven, but he's only going to nail one. It's left in this 1v1 now. Floppy versus Hyped.
He has a smoke, doesn't choose to utilize it. He'll go for the immediate plant. Hyped with his eye to the scope is going to be potentially able to punish on this jiggle.
He's in the barrel, surely.
Yep. Dinko, he knows.
He locked him in. Hype has to come into the crosshair, and Floppy nails the headshot. 4 rounds for complexity. I'm happy that Big have this because they've needed a stable roster for a long time. All of last year could have been good, but just inconsistent. And Hype's going to open things up with a kill on Floppy. Now it's a quick call for complexity to try and rattle the cage of Krimbo. And well, he is a beast, and he will at least manage one and nearly a second until he's finally overwhelmed.
Yeah, they are in trouble. They're in trouble right now, Dinko. Hyped already rotating through. Look at the proactivity on this young gun. He's got decon open. Ramp is closed. And he's got that dead to rights. Anyone dares brave the jiggle. hallzerk might consider it. He's lining up some util now, trying to break the glass and posture for a low side take, but Hype can call it smoke and mirrors. And JT, his toes betray him, sticking out a nice angle from Faven, and he knows he's working with the info. Ramp occupied, and therefore he can slink straight back into this tight line on lobby. It's a very hard clear for Grim. This should be his frag any day of the week. Clean and so big class, sending to their second. Seems like a guarantee. hallzerk does make it hurt.
Oh, yeah. That was a lovely second kill. Maybe he gets a third even here on Keto.
Oh, not with 5 HP. He'd have to hit the perfect pre-fire. Yeah, he's got him. He's got him. I believe. Oh, hallzerk. He's done a lot with a little. 5 HP. Good grief. Okay, I mean, there shouldn't be anything more to say about this one. Tabson and Hyped already feeling a bit embarrassed that it's got this far. And with 25 seconds left, he will scoop up the bomb. And I suppose he's got a 1v1. Tabson...
If he plants on the safe side of the silo, he might get away with a bomb plant at least. But if he goes to heaven side, Tabson should lock this in. Smoke is good.
Clever.
And he's actually, this is the only position he really gets away with this. And now he can separate them into 1 versus 1 fights. hallzerk's looking for heaven. He's wrapped around again. hallzerk has got himself in such a good spot, but that smoke won't last forever. Eventually it will fade away, and they've got eyes set on him as they come together, and they will remove hallzerk and prevent a heroic clutch.
And it's nice to see them looking like this, to kind of set this idea in our minds that, yeah, you know, Katowice was us on the upswing, but we're still moving up, we're still getting better. And I think, you know, if they do pick up a pretty clean opener here versus Big, that is going to do worlds for their confidence. Tabson challenging over towards Hell with that swing. It's a nice way to open this round up. Fang knocked out of it. JT with a reply. Keto dead. Into the site he goes, a little further ahead than the rest of the team, and it's left him in a bit of a weird way.
And they're coming out of the door now, just running out straight into the AWP. Hype gets a quick one, a second picked up from the CT vent, and now hallzerk left in the clutch. His first of the 1v3 collected already, and 2 more left.
Oh, he's not ready.
Come on! Bloody gets away with it.
Faven's got his lineup set. That will flush Fang out, force the cancel. Oh, more than flush. It's a double. Straight down the Swanee goes Big Clan. Faven and Hyped eat lead, and now already they can just slow things down.
Yeah, it's hard to see the path back here for Big. You can't just sit back. You just can't let them come towards you. So a little bit of a different move coming in from Tabson and Krimbo.
Yeah, this has got grounds. Put some death.
Oh, he's pulled it back, and they're not ready for Krimbo. They're not ready for the other player to be there, and he's got away with it. Floppy goes away, and somehow Big have turned this back.
Oh, that's so awkward for Cole. You can see they were like caught between 2 minds. Do we try and chase that? Do we try and trade it? Or do we just group up and in towards A they go? Keto here, waiting on top of the heart, and that second man rotates over. Krimbo and Keto. Daylight robbery along with Tabson in that round.
Back to round, Joe.
Stampeding towards the AWP. Krimbo equipped with it. Should be good for the first. Easy find.
I thought he was about to re-peek that. That would have been mental, but he does get away. He does get back up to heaven. And Complexity, a difficult round ahead of them here. They have tried 3 different attacks. They've thrown the outside smokes. They don't have that available anymore. You've got 1 Molotov. The top side hit didn't work. Your ramp hit didn't work. Now they're back in lobby again, and perhaps back to the drawing board, trying to figure out what is even possible for this round. They've just got to walk contact into the A site. As smokes just come down towards Squeaky Door, and Keto flashes, realizing this is probably their only move available. Krimbo has rotated to the site. It's worked out very well. There's even a player in the vent to stop that bomb plant opportunity. So that's 8 rounds for Big. They're outplaying Complexity right now.
Best they're hoping for is 6 rounds, and even that feels inobtainable with how these last few rounds have gone. The double orbs come out for Big, and since it has, it's gotten even worse for Complexity. They try to walk on a hype back in the garage, and he won't let them in. Not parting ways with this outside control is the new look Orput.
He's been sick so far. He's been really impressive in this game. I mean,
Oh, he even avoids the flash.
Oh, he's just dominating. And they set that piece up to try and isolate the AWP. They had those smokes out, those close main smokes, and JT walked into them, tried to creep up on the AWP, but he just positioned himself so perfectly to deal with it. And now puts Grim in a really uncomfortable position. And what a way to round out the half. 4 kills coming in for the new German AWPer. We'll see if Big can pick up their first map win in the series after this.
And they park Keto, just going for a little look, just a investigation.
Oh,
That's
into
what
the
he's
vent.
ready for! Bang does nothing on the ladder, and now the whole squad can descend.
Yeah, well, they cut through the first obstacle pretty quickly. Now Floppy's turn, and he just gets swung on. Keto lands a blinder, and Big into B. Wow. Grim's turn. Here goes the Julies, setting up around the corner. Favin with the headshot. Big just keep pushing forward. And unfortunately for Complexity, a pistol would have gone a long way. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's happening. Krimbo's down the ladder. Sees out hallzerk. Oh, that's one of the worst Glock duels I've seen in a very long time. And finally,
How is he winning these?
I don't know how this is. He should have died a long time ago, Maui.
He'll take what he can get.
It's just all body shots.
Hey!
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
On cue. There. Very nice.
The power of the caster curse.
Doesn't matter, though, really.
Yeah, well, in the grand scheme of things, it will be Big Clan leaving with the round win. Doesn't get much better than that, especially considering they are already in close. Oh my god, hallzerk might get another one if he's feeling adventurous, but not going to go any further. He's drawn the line in the sand as of Big with that win.
We
I
go
guess
under a
ramp is
minute.
still an option.
That's pretty much the only way you connect with Keto is by going ramp, but they're really posturing for some kind of A hit here. In fact, it looks like Big are not entirely sure what they want to do. They've got hyped lining up something.
Do you pull Keto back and try and get him to go in main? Well, the fights are happening right now. Taps in towards outside. Finds us just going to smoke himself out, and this does give that space to play with Tapson. And now hallzerk's down on the lower bomb side. He's going to get away with the first kill on Keto. And Tapson doesn't want anything to do with that. And now his teammates are trying to get out the squeaky door, but what a quick shot from Hunt. He's going to try and continue forward. He walks right into JT, who gets a double. And now with that Molotov, Hyped is separated away from his teammates. He'll go again, and Hyped is showing some flair. Whoa, lovely shots coming in from Hyped. Unfortunately, the rest of his team don't get involved, but...
You can see they were considering aggression across the map. They were towards Trophy and considering Hut.
Here goes hallzerk. He wants to get involved in the fight, but if he continues moving forward, you'd have to favor Hype taking this kill. In the meantime, Krimbo has found his way down the vent. And this is fight. hallzerk misses the shot, and now he's under a lot of pressure. He has to try and get back. He'll use the smoke to cover off, and Grim, he gets aggressive into Hut and pulls that kill back, so now 1-for-1.
It's a really intuitive play from Grim. Aware there was a distraction afoot, and there's something fishy afoot here. Grim got a lot on his plate, and he eats them all with the spray. Quad from Grim.
Yeah, Hooksy explained that one pretty well.
I love that.
When he was on the cast. Just how this gives the CT so many options in terms of what sort of aggressive posturing they could make.
Oh, but Tapson's coming straight out of the hut. We need to see a clean one from Grim. He's getting run down, sprayed on down. The smoke too good. His screen was grey, and JT trying to send a couple more to the depths.
Actually gets away with a dink there towards the end on the fallback. Now hallzerk. This is crazy. Running over the top, the tech 9. Oh, he's giving him the gunsling. And hallzerk. What an incredible play, but Krimbo rips it out of his hands, and Complexity still loose around. Floppy's just going to hold some range. He comes back over to ramp. Just at possibly the perfect time here, because The pack of big players about to come through. And Floppy's AUG is very committed. Is this an angle they're ready for? The first player certainly is in, but Krimbo able to trade. Now comes Fang.
Oh, he's got posted up an enemy AWPer. If he goes too wide, he's a dead man. Fang, restraint from the Canadian.
And Big are cancelling. They're dropping back.
He can at least call that. That's a huge informational load relieved for Cole. hallzerk still has to acknowledge it, it seems, as this duet on the top site.
I don't feel good about Big's chances if they come into this top site right now. This setup looks pretty good. There's no Molotov to clear out Grim from the CT vent, so he's able to just stand here. And with JT's help from the back of the site, this could be a massacre.
Yeah, it could be. JT needs to be the first contact, though. Grim cannot afford.
And he is with the way he's playing. He's getting that early info. So Grim can just stay tucked at CT vent. Then they're going to be distracted. They're going to be looking at JT. That sets up Grim, but he only gets one.
Yeah, Grim did a lot there, mate. This is going to be really tight. As JT goes for the fight, he's gone down. Sight should be open for business now. Fang and hallzerk out from heaven. Fang gets the one. It's still Krimbo saving him. And it's a no-scope head-to-head. Hype prevails. Big Clan off the back of the timeouts. 2 timeouts in 2 rounds. Finally, they break their silence. I mean, Fang's definitely not ready for this on Unbreakable.
Oh, wonder what Krimbo decides to do from this spot.
Did they cancel the wall because he called it?
He's just calling his
Surely. Yeah.
Just going contact.
Surely you don't throw it at this point. Oh, they just got the one. Oh, this is
You can
perfect.
peek over.
Yeah, he can look over the top of this. He climbs up on top of Blue. Fang unloads onto one. Keto with a swift reply. 47 seconds left. hallzerk peering over the smokes, not seeing anything until Tabson comes into his crosshair. Now just down to 2 players.
Yeah, that smoke did the opposite of help.
Yeah. Kind of sold them out, didn't it?
It really, I mean, it made their intentions clear and gave him a favorable duel over it. It is perfect if he's lockers, perfect if he's hell. Sucks if he's unbreakable. That really did not work out well for them. You could see that they were planning to initially be quite diligent with the smokes, but now, look what it's led to. Hold on, hold your horses. Krimbo is in the server. 28 and counting. This young gun is looking for more fun.
Here's some information towards ramp. Keto's gone towards the double doors. It's a difficult round to pull off here for Big.
That's better.
Yeah, Keto forced away, can't hold his position any longer, so a swift reposition up towards the rafters. Krimbo still thinking about ramp, and he gets that fight. Krimbo with the kill, turns around, Keto helps out, and they pulled it off! Somehow Big find a way to 15 in the most unthinkable way.
Just like that he's able to find those kinds of holes, those kinds of gaps.
Well, it's not looking great for Complexity to try and pull this one all the way back. They've got a very long road in this first fight. Oh, Fang actually wins it. The UMP takes down the AK. And that can be upgraded. He'll grab that because of the smoke. And he can slink on down towards Secret. If he actually gets a chance here on
He's got a
Favin.
favorable angle on Favin there. But I would not count any chickens before they hatch here after the previous round.
That's very true.
Still unidyllic in the weapon department. hallzerk rocking that hand cannon. One dig and he's cooking, but I'm starting to think he's, oh dear, hallzerk exposed and the smoke does go down and this still can go wrong. Big, set for success. And Tabson go around the world with the bomb on his back, no less. This is a brave maneuver. Supported by Hyped, these two, AWP and Rifle. JT is not expecting this. Someone has to acknowledge it. It is going to be JT responsible, but FAMAS, how far will it get him? JT,
Oh, he's not ready for a second.
traded. We need one on the MP9. He's going for the no-scope. Hyped holds his nerve and hits the scope. 20 seconds, Fang, he will go down. Krimbo secures it, and Big Clan take us the distance.
And let's go ahead and move forward with our lives.
But what has been fun is this series. I think we've had a lot of flashy moments. Hyped has lived up to the hype hallzerk's been countering with the AWP. Fang's had a great game, and Krimbo stepped up big in that last map as well. So let's get right in, Harry, with a fast A hit.
Yeah, nice and speedy to open this one up. Love that. Bit of a push in towards B.
Oi, oi.
Krimbo. Oh, buddy. He's going to fold him. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. It's just Floppy left standing. And he's on the other side of the map, a long way from home.
That he is. Currently, for Floppy, it's not looking good, Harry.
It's not, Trace. An astute observation. That's a nice tap. Things have looked better for him. He's just saving him.
Trace, you're a bit of a lyrical genius, a bit of a musical master, and obviously we've got the cup of lyrics here. I want Harry to pull one out and read what we have for Trace to try and fit into a cast naturally.
So, okay, so that's what we're doing with this. Okay,
well, that's what you're doing at some point in this game. Harry, what do we have?
Hang on, I'm going to redraw. I'm going to redraw.
Redraw, that's
There's a lot of that going on
We've
around
had some
here.
rap lyrics.
Which?
Keito's lining up the molly into elevator.
Ah, okay.
It's allowed. It's allowed. It's not against the rules.
Well, Grim is going to be allowed to grab at least one right there.
Oh!
Floppy with the follow-up.
Oh!
My goodness, and what was a full gun round. Long story short, it was a bad time. Long story short, Floppy survived.
And now their money is dangerous. They've got to win this rifle round or they will be back to pistols.
Liking this B site when it's worked out for him, when Floppy isn't standing tall, of course. Hype posted up here looking at the A side of things. Just trying to find an open door if you're the side of Big.
Looks like they know. Looks like they have an idea. Maybe they saw him drop in. Banks getting naded and spammed. Everything thrown at him. JT's going to fight deep, but hallzerk's already fallen. And JT, this is a hard one to be in right now. 1v4 on ramp. He will use his util. Buy a bit more time, but random shot connects. He can grab that AWP if he wants. But ultimately, Big don't care. They are walking back to B, and it has been left undefended. Cole decided to gamble. Not necessarily a bad call, but it will leave them saving their guns. That will allow them to avoid the eco, but not avoid the round loss, that of which Big have seemingly secured.
Yes, indeed. Only losing Hype so far, and as you said, probably locked in, isn't it? Harry, you're hot than you're cold. I don't even know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the good moment to drop that in. You know, we've had like a round that ended in 2 kills and then this round, which ended in 2 as well. So that's
Current meta.
That's where you find the dilemma in yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
I wanna save it for when it's good.
Huh.
And I feel like our trio used to be more fun. I'm just gonna say it.
Wow.
What
is that supposed to mean? We're 7 rounds
warming
in.
in. Yeah,
we feel like you know, like an old band that's like going on like one last tour and like they're not as good anymore, right? Like,
he's calling us washed. Harry, I haven't heard you make any little quips. Any
well, what am I gonna quip over? Oh, they're saving again, everyone.
Yeah, that's when
Where's
we
the
do our
quip on
best
that one?
work. Yeah.
Quiplash
I
yourself.
can't believe you. Like,
What
every
a
time
deep lyric.
for people at home, every time I make a joke, Harry and Trace just like slowly make eye contact and laugh, and
It's
I'm
been
just
like that
sitting
for
on my
years.
own. Yeah, something's never changed.
Even when we're not on broadcast. Wild. Anyway, 3v3 down here towards the A ramp. My goodness. Give us a zinger, Hugo.
Oh, I'm starting to believe too, Tracy, and it's a 3-on-3. We got a big flank from Grim. Old Grimothy. The old Grimson. Homer Grimson.
Grimson. What in the hell?
He's in no hurry.
Homer Grimson.
Oh, me. Oh, Grimothy.
Here's Hype. Down at the bottom of the ramp. Ooh, what's going to happen here? Big are walking up the ramp. There's 3 of them together, right? And 3 dudes. That might be better than the 1 JT that's alone inside of the A site.
It adds up.
Math does check out. And here he goes. He's got to stand tall inside of this site. Only one here. But I think the news has been traveled.
Oh,
Bang.
nice molly. And smoke, and a molly, and another smoke.
Right.
What can
Here
you
he
do?
is. Homer Grimson.
Oh.
In the back line.
hallzerk is just melting, by the way.
Oh, he's dead. Hype's dead. The timing is excelente. And
this
Grim
could be-
with a bit of spice, with a bit of finesse, and he'll take 2 down, leaving hallzerk in a very awkward clutch. He may be tempted, but he is low, and this nade will end the round.
Yeah, man.
Oh, tap on the bomb. He's sticking it.
seconds?
It's the full stick, and Keto not going to fall for it. Runs him down.
Hyped on that Mac 10 here. Yep.
Oh, they're
something like that.
gonna do the little boost up, but the nade is brutal. They're already hurt. They're already wounded. Makes it so easy for JT. Another one of the tally. Floppy from quad. They've got no way to flush him out of this. They've got no way to displace him, and Grim is now arriving on the flank. Big are boxed in, and Grim is checking those boxes. Rush down, but holds the line. Grim will not give them an easy time. It's just hype left in the 1v5.
Bars.
That was good, man.
Oh,
So was Grim. He was better. Takes down Hyped in the round out on 9 HP. Got
Kind of the Mr. Burns type character of this game. He's walked up on them. Back turn.
Mr. Burns.
hallzerk with the reply. Hype dead over towards short. Complexity hold on. They repel the big boys from this A play.
yeah, once Cole stopped dying at ramp, it turns to a lot better on this CT side, right? We had a couple of rounds with hallzerk hitting some shots to the AWP. Now they're playing passive setups, big. Yeah, take the site if you want. That's not the problem. It's the post plant that Cole want to play. They're going to give full control to big and then steal it away right at the end. There's no nades for big to play in the post, not yet. They can get this plant. That's guaranteed. Nothing can stop this.
It's true. Comms been made. I heard it from across the room. And that's how you know it's real. 2v4.
Surely not, Trace.
Surely not.
Take it away. Do the whole round.
I don't know. I don't have any musical lyrics to run off of, but if I had to say something like maybe Fang picking up the AWP, 20 HP, bomb starting to tick ever so quickly. But this is a problem for Complexity. They've got to get into this bomb site, and they've got to do it with the quickness. All four charging in, one down. Not going to be enough. Krimbo with two does create a big problem here. hallzerk cleans it up. Did get a little bit messier than I suppose they would have liked, and nonetheless, hallzerk grabbing the defuse. We look at 8-6.
That's what you wanted if you're called.
What industry is that exactly, Hugo?
Sure, yeah.
I never know when you guys are doing a bit or if this is real,
What do you
man.
mean? This is all rehearsed.
Oh, JT dinked up, and hallzerk might be blind, but he's going to look back at the kill feed after that one, and know he's one kill richer now.
Still JT falling. We do find ourselves on even strength both sides, 4v4.
They keep teasing us with
Yeah.
the prospect of the molly, but they're never actually...
We can do it. I think they, yeah, you know, they got. I think they got in trouble when they used it at another event.
That's all hearsay and subjective. Of course, that is Hugo Byron. B-Y-R-O-N, Byron.
Oh no, they lost the round, so it actually didn't matter. But they did do it. But we allow it here. That's why I'm saying it's
Allow
fine.
it, fam.
Allow it. hallzerk, he got that quick pick in middle. He's now back on the B site. Will he allow it?
Bang.
Apparently not. Another blind shot. hallzerk
right.
needs no eyes. Can he find a third?
Oh,
Blinded
stop
again.
flashing him.
They're up close.
It gives him a boost.
Just fire at him, and Hype finally will. Takes him out dry. Floppy with a response. We're running out of time, but there's a mid-split, and a nice flashback in from Grim. Sets Floppy up for the kill, leaving Krimbo on an old flankeroo. Can he cook up dinner for us tonight? Maybe. 1v1 for the half. What have you got?
Oh, he's creeping on up. Floppy, already a couple of good kills in this round. Tucked in at Tetris. Krimbo's got no idea. Two places he could be, but Krimbo's got to figure this out. And he's seen something, but
Floppy.
still, Floppy's going to best him
Damn.
in the head-to-head. The 1v1 comes up in favor of Complexity.
Double sandbag nades, double boost nades. Make your choice or forever hold your peace. They will be wasted.
Nice.
But this is a fake out right now because there's a bit of a grouping at B in the meantime. 3 strong.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and when you've heard that much util, right? You've heard 2 nades,
Oh,
now
look at
2
him go.
sets
Got it.
of smokes,
They're gone.
and Big have fallen for it.
It got him
Hook,
good.
line, and sinker.
Hook, line, and Dinko. Fang getting the
Battle.
plant. Should be relatively easy. Now we do have one of those weird rounds where it's a 5-on-5 retake in the pistol. Taps him down at 31. Glock's having to hold the line. Floppy has done plenty thus far. First casualty is going to be JT by Keto.
Look, gone now, just storming out past Grim. He's going to line up headshots, and Krimbo responds, putting hallzerk in a bit of a clutch up. He can't even get into cover. Cole run down by Big in that 5-on-5, getting rid of the lurk as well. They didn't fall for JT's antics. Old mate Farven. Big. They level it up. 9-9, and the fall by again for Cole. Lacking util, but they've got all the guns, or they had all the guns, Trace, but they're gone. Hitting the deck in a 3-on-5 instant early kills from Big.
Yeah, the 3 AKs remain alive. Up that A ramp they go. Just trying to figure it all out. hallzerk making something happen there, so that's good on him, but he's immediately dispatched by Krimbo. And the trades come in, not in the favor of complexity. That much I can assure you. Berlin International Gaming, take 10.
Yeah, give that
Close enough. How about that?
Yeah, that would
like 2 pieces of sandwich bread and some meat in between. Anyways, here we roll into the A bomb site. Nonetheless, JT looking to lead the charge again. He did come up with the frag on the Tapson last time. Not going to happen this time, though.
Yeah, this ramp fight has just been Tapson versus JT. There's Fang also offering himself up. And so they're going to look to Floppy to try give him some... Oh, hey. hallzerk! Wow. My guy, nice little double there. 2 out of the round, and he's going to need to turn up even more for complexity here, but going wide with the orb. hallzerk puts another on the board. 3 kills to his name, a hat trick for hallzerk. Krimbo posted holding for a ramp swing, but that's not the man he wanted to fight him. He was looking for the tagged up AWPer, and instead that luxury goes the way of Keto, who might be burning alive, but he still delivers in the clutch.
Mid to change. We've not seen anything in middle here for Cole. How are Big going to react to this?
Maybe it's part of the conditioning process, because here they come. Fang finds one through the smoke. Grim also wants to join in the fun. Creates a big problem.
Right, all you're thinking at this point, if you're Cole, is that, okay, we're 5v3, let's not lose this round, but here they are, starting to lose this round. Tapson in a very weird place, caught out on an island, but they don't get past height, they don't get past this AWP. He's got them both boxed in at the spawn, and Keto now arrives as well. Floppy suddenly asked to clutch in the 1v2. Up and over the construction. Keto's right here. Floppy's got him boxed in, but takes one to the dome in that fight.
So low, nades, Molotovs, everything. Hyped has it all in his pocket in this 1v1. 15 HP for Floppy. So vulnerable. He's just gonna slip out of here.
Someone called it, yeah. And that nade, that's a round. Bye-bye.
Touchdown.
Big are playing so oppressive on CT sides. This is a team with an identity that we often said, like, they will give it up and they will play like very passive at times if they have to. 8 out of the last 9 for Big.
Important round right here. Oh my goodness, Tapson.
You mad, man.
Mouse one right to the smoke. Fang. None the wiser.
No
here he goes,
way.
Gonna keep going too.
No ammo with that AK.
He's got a tuck tail. He's got to get out of there. Luckily, he's got some teammates around, but JT even takes a ton of damage.
Double setup in mid. Grim. Out of there quickly. And Keto not able to trade that. Keto creeping around mid. I wonder what his game plan is here, right? Because he's started to creep forward. Does he want to commit to this flank? Meanwhile, Hype's holding aggro down at the bottom of ramp. That is a very deep angle. Keto is continuing this mid-aggression. Hype getting spammed, but will live to tell the tale. And I mean, the more he can slow them down, the more room is given to Keto on this wrap, who just takes a man out of the round, claims a bit of tax on that rotation, and then leaves. He's out of there. He's gone.
Floppy finding himself nested in this B-bomb site. Can't find the frag on the Keto. Big problems here for the side of complexity. It's just Grim in a 1-on-3 bomb in hand. Gonna see him go for the plant. Not really pressing the issue for the big side.
He's got the plant guaranteed. That much is his, right? But now the onus is on Grim to somehow win this 1v3. Doesn't have a lot of time to get comfortable. That smoke actually helps him a little bit, right? He hears that AWP fire off. Goes looking for this fight onto the AWPer. And Hyped is taken out of the round now. Another man at default offers himself up to Grim. That's 2 out of 3. And there's the whole hog for Grim. The round goes the way of complexity, and it's all on the back of just one man.
Little Molly Toll over the top into gap. And that will force a bit of respect out of Big. I like that. Fang, he knows his goal. He goes right through that smoke. He knows he has the room. They're putting a lot of pressure on middle, an area Big left open in one of these rounds. Still one round, but it got very hairy. Cole, they only try and cause a ruckus, and then they leave, break the silverware and get out. I guess break the plate. Silverware's quite hard to break.
Man,
bend the silverware, break the plates,
spoons and stuff.
break the china, and then they leave. Big. They're about to find out, though, with a deep peek from Krimbo. This is a risky one.
He's pretty out there.
Oh, cheeky.
From
With the chip
breaking
on the hallzerk.
spoons to bending them. Bang! Looking to thread the needle with a bit of bullet time over towards short. But ends up getting cut out of the round. It's a 4v4. He gets that opener. Krimbo up on top of default. Usually a nice angle to get one and just drop off. But with the smoke in his way, gonna be weird here. Over the top of it. Deals with the first man. There's the response from Big. Somehow Complexity are trying to find a way back into this one, and hallzerk's just been delivered it. Keto in the clutch, 1v2, missed shot from the AWP, and JT gets off that bomb and rescues the round.
And this is Cole performing a late game comeback after Big sliced them on this CT side, right? As I said, 8-1 beginning this half. Little triple boost. Let's get weird with it. And we're weird, all right. Hype gets his revenge.
Bro,
takes out the
JT was
captain.
ready for that.
Yeah, I know.
He
Even
shot
hit him.
it, man.
Wild.
Crazy kill, though, because even though Big can't grab the gun, they've thinned the herd.
Oh, good dink onto Grim.
The official 1v1 seating board has just passed in front of us, and now hallzerk
Oh, he's
trying to stay alive in
hallzerk.
this.
Oh,
dead.
no, buddy.
Wait, maybe it hits him.
So that's a little awkward there for hallzerk over short.
He armed hyped.
With an AWP. Oh, dear. The alarm bells is sounding. Complexity, this one might get away from them. This was their best chance to be that team moving on to 15 first. And now it's left hanging in the balance. It's Fang and it's Floppy in the 2v4 that have got to make this happen.
With hyped here, I'm out of faith for Cole because this is his perfect position with the AWP. He's on 25 kills. He's been a hero here in his debut at Pro League. Biggs, deep rosters continue to show us new talent. Missed shot for Hype. Molly will force respect. He's got to give it up. He's got to respect that Molotov. 15 seconds. He doesn't want to. Stubbornly fighting for the site. Floppy finds that kill. A 2v4 has just begun.
And 3 pistols over here for the side of Big. Not really ideal. They do get a hint of them, a whiff of them there in that upper side. But it's Fang pushed up aggressive. Trying to take that space. Rent-free in Fobin's brain.
Up short, Keto's coming in with the backstab.
They've done it.
And there he is. Executes the site player.
Wow.
Complexity had no idea.
Double AWP. That's 2. And 30 rounds. That's overtime. Or is it Big closing it here and now like they hope to? Hype mollied out. It's very fast for Cole.
Oh, Fang in at the sandbags. He spotted a man, but util's been exchanged, and Complexity forced to concede this ramp control early. Big actually regain control over ramp. And Cole's foothold on the map now starts to diminish.
The foot hair even as well.
Karim gonna boost a man up here. Floppy getting sent up and over.
Oh, Keto. Oh, can't reboost. It's all been heard.
Yeah, very important round right here.
This is a nice bit of faking though, right? Because you hear the boost, you hear them fall off of it. Everything that was loud there was done with intent, although it might not matter if Hyped has kind of uprooted the ruse. The idea that Cole were trying to put out there that this was going to be a B play has been uprooted by this AWP on Hyped. Tabson nails his shots, and that was nearly 2 lined up for Hyped. He'll get out of there, keeping the advantage with Big. Floppy out through middle. At this moment, Complexity are a man down in round 30. They need someone to step up. Someone's got to save the day, or else Big will just be stealing this one right as we finish the full 30 rounds. There's the shot nailed for Favon. So little time left, and with Floppy lost to the hands of time in mid, Big collect their win in this series. A 2-1 victory.